This is the weather forecast video for Thursday, February 2nd, 2012. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a disturbance over the Rockies that'll be developing during the day and coming this way during the weekend, bringing some wintry precipitation to the state in the form of rain, sleet, and snow. Watch warning map from before midnight. Some dense fog advisories across the Midwest and also along the Gulf Coast. Winter storm watches from Wyoming and Colorado eastward through Kansas, Nebraska, into western Iowa. These will likely be expanded later today. KPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening at 6 o'clock, shows a pretty decent amount of precipitation from the central plains southward into the southern plains, the Tennessee and Ohio Valley. That'll be interesting. So here's the probability of at least 1 inch of snow. This is Friday night through Saturday night of 1 inch of snow. Pretty good from Nebraska, Kansas into western and central Iowa. Here's 2 inches of snow. The probability of 2 inches or more. Still pretty good from in the western half of the state, all of Nebraska, northwestern Kansas into Colorado and Wyoming. There's probability of 4 inches of snow, looking still pretty good from Des Moines and Ames westward through Fort Dodge, Sioux City, Omaha, Council Bluffs into Nebraska and northwestern Kansas. The probability of 6 inches of snow. This would be for areas west of Des Moines, west central Iowa, most of Nebraska, and far northern Kansas. The probability of 8 inches of snow or more. This is going to be right along the Missouri River and westward through central and eastern Nebraska, Omaha, Lincoln, places like that. And this is the probability of 1 foot of snow, and even the highest probability in central or east central Nebraska is 40%. Here is the NAM model of forecasted snow, and this has been a little bit crazy the last few runs. The dark red area over central and western Iowa is over 15 inches of snow. Here is a more, what I should say, a better interpretation. This is the GFS model of projected snowfall. The blue area is 8 to 10 inches, and this is looking better on amount size. So let's take a look at this storm with the GFS Model Run, the 0Z run at 6 p.m. this evening. The storm is still developing well off to our west with that trough and energy digging in through the desert southwest, the snow over the Colorado Rockies, Wyoming, with some rain over the Texas and Louisiana Gulf Coast as the Gulf of Mexico begins to open up. We head into Friday evening. We have a low pressure over Oklahoma. Some snow will be beginning over Nebraska, Kansas, into eastern Colorado. Showers, maybe some thunderstorms over the Oklahoma, Arkansas. Heading into Saturday morning at 6 o'clock. The low will be about near Joplin, Missouri. Snow over western Iowa into Nebraska, northern Kansas. Heading to Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. The low will be moving into southern Illinois. Some light to moderate snow across the state with some showers and storms over the lower Mississippi Valley. And by Sunday morning, the storm really begins to dissolve. Maybe a little bit of light snow over Missouri and some showers over the southeastern part of the country. We head into Monday. You can see a bit of a big piece of energy coming across the state again with a trough and a big ridge developing over western Canada, and that's going to dump the cold air down. 1040 millibar high over Saskatchewan. So temperatures heading into next week are going to get quite cool. Even if we do or don't have snow cover, temperatures back into seasonal levels. That continues into Tuesday. The high moves into Minnesota. Likely we'll see seasonal or maybe just slightly below seasonal readings. That's all dependent on how much snow we get this weekend. A little bit of some snow possible here Wednesday, and still really some cold weather still up to our north. Still warm well to our south, some rain over the Texas Panhandle. As we head to Thursday, you can see an upper level feature over Baja. Pretty big polar vortex over Hudson Bay. Northwesterly flow aloft coming out of Canada. and that's still going to bring some cold weather down. Lake effect snow over the Great Lakes, some rain showers and thunderstorms over the southeast, and also South Texas. Further into February the 13th, the polar vortex still over Hudson Bay. The winds are still out of the northwest here, out of Canada. A little bit of energy coming through Minnesota and the Dakotas could kick off some light snow showers or a few flurries, but the main batch of precipitation with this system, if this is right, will be up near the U.S.-Canadian border, northern Minnesota and North Dakota. The end of the forecast on the 17th. And you see a bit of a trough axis just to the west of the state. The flow is becoming a little more zonal. With that, we could see a storm system begin to develop, a low pressure over Little Rock, Arkansas. This could bring another batch of some pretty substantial snow across the state, with showers and thunderstorms over the south and east. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.